Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. Right now we're just over here
Hey,
checking
Farmer
out Field
Klein, what time are you
86.
going live?
Right now.
Well, like I told them, we've been live if you haven't figured that out on our end here.
Yeah, I saw your notice. We're at 9 actually. Just checking out Field 86. This is one of the fields that is available for autumn auction, where we are able to basically place a bid on the fields. And I don't think I want 86. It's too hilly, especially with MR. So we're just going to move on. We already checked out a couple other fields. And now we're going to go over here and check out good old buddy DoughBoy. DoughBoy's on the farm. He is in the map now. He's been streaming for about 30 minutes. Go check him out. Hey cows, what's up? We just got two. We just got the Germantown and this one. Hey Resnick, what's up? I think that's DoughBoy right there. Yep, there he is. What is that thing?
What is what thing?
That tractor thing. I didn't even know you knew how to get in a little lawn tractor like that.
You're funny.
I mean, it looks like one of those little baby tractors that you give your kid.
You don't have to scroll down anymore. You can scroll up to go to the bottom of the page.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that, can I?
It's a little small, don't y'all think?
Yeah, it's not something you typically see on a DoughBoy channel, is it there, Farmer Klein?
No, at least it's red. I mean, you
Yeah,
know, we're continuing the rubber burner tradition.
well, my green one's sitting up the shop waiting on me, so. Yeah, I figured, well, we have a budget to deal with, and the map is small, so I figured, you know what, we're going to try something different.
And you're doing MR.
Yeah, but if you remember, I've done MR on Oakfield too, so MR is not new to me.
So did you see in the spreadsheet you can sell your sugar beets to the pigs now?
Yes, I did.
Ah, that's a little bit bigger.
Well, I figured, I'm doing baling and all that, and I need something obviously high horsepower to plow and do that kind of stuff, but I figured with the tedding and that, it'd be nice to have a second tractor, but I didn't need to spend all that kind of money to have a big one.
That's for sure.
And for the price of this little one, I'm like, you know what, it'd be cool to have a choice. I won't have to pull a little tedder behind that big old tractor.
I think I'm going to win the reward for the least amount of equipment.
Yeah, probably.
I watched your replay. I heard what you had to say. How I talked you into stuff.
Well, you did.
Wasn't that hard.
I never said it was. I just said you did.
Hey, Spectre, what's up?
What's the little insignia for canola?
It's like a little flower. Seems like this is a.
My cedar I wanted to get doesn't plant canola.
Seems like this is a trend. In that when I'm doing streams, I'm down here at the BGA.
The Lemkin, the one where you changed the heads on it. That's what I said. I must not be seeing the right little insignia.
Oh, is it? Doesn't that thing like do everything?
Yeah, the Azula HT Hybrid 300 does it.
Or are you looking at the Solitar?
You said the AT Hybrid 300. Well, that's the slow one. Doesn't do fertilizer, does it?
It's the actual proper seeder that does fertilizer, but that one does all the crop types if you look at it.
Oh yeah, I do see that. So that would save me some money. I won't have to buy the two different heads, but then that takes the fun out of switching heads. Okay.
Well, the DSS 300 does canola.
Okay, which one of the insignias is oh, the third one over?
Third one over, because we've got some interesting graphics. Yep. Standard ones for the black sheep ones.
Yeah, they are interesting. So that one does canola, soybeans. Is that grass? And what's the other one?
Oilseed radish.
Oh, yeah, I bet that is. Okay.
Yeah, it's oilseed radish. So it does your traditional, what I call grain crops.
Right, what a drill would do. And then you got your row planter, which is a single corn, and that does your sugar beets, corn, sunflowers. Okay, I got it now.
All right, we are down here because we're going to do some fertilizing. And there's supposed to be a tractor down here with narrow tires. Because the contract calls for spreading solid fertilizer. I don't have any work to do at my farm. No open contracts at the moment. There it is. That's a little baby T6. Alright. Let's go do field 1 in fertilizer. Oh my gosh, we got the gearbox thing. Oh, I guess we'll just leave it on automatic and see what happens. How are you liking the Valley of the Old Farm now that the sun's up, DoughBoy?
Oh, it's much better. I've played this map a couple times with PCSG, so I just haven't played the upper part of the map.
Oh, we need to add weight.
Farm.
Add weight to this thing. There we go. Oh, this thing's gonna shift like for 700 years. What's everybody doing? So we got DoughBoy on here. I saw the question. We got DoughBoy, we got Rob, and we got James.
Is the mod on here in here to turn the bale wrapper on and off for the coon bale pack?
Just give it a little stroke check.
I don't think that thing wraps hay bales. I think it only wraps grass. Unless you plan on baling grass.
I plan on baling everything because somebody's going to want to buy it, I'm sure. I'm the custom baler, so anybody who needs bales can come buy them from me, or they can come hire me to bale your fields. That's what I'm planning on playing. I primarily have mowers and balers and silage equipment. I'm buying a very small, cheap harvester, so come harvest season, if you need an extra harvester, call me in and I'll bring mine in and do it, that kind of thing. I'm just gonna play this series as I go around, help everybody out type.
There we go. Alright, we better put in the spreadsheet that we are starting to, hey Tom, or Tony, we are starting to fertilize field 1. Stop and do that before I forget. What's everybody doing tonight? Alright.
No, I don't think it's installed on that. I can install it if you want to.
Yes, please. Otherwise, it's going to wrap. I can't just bale just grass. But actually, well, hold off on that. Let me think about that. Don't go do anything. Because it makes a good point. Grass that I cut, I'm gonna. If I bale it, it'll be for silage. I'm not gonna just bale the grass.
Grass won't last long.
Right. That's
Any
what I'm
form
saying.
other than hay.
So
Oh my
wouldn't
gosh,
use
people.
that on-off wrapper thing, because I think if Ron finds correct, it won't wrap the hay bale, it only wraps straw or grass bales.
Okay. I'll have it ready in case you need it.
Yeah, I used that baler on the single guy challenge, and I used it to make round hay bales for the sheep I had. Then I used it to make silage bales for the money. So I think Roy and James, I think James has played some with it's been so long since he's put a video out. He played with Mark DuPont some on his latest contractor series. I think it's something like this. Turn it off. No. Oh, that's the one that turns it off. Good deal. Maybe we'll actually be able to drive straight now. We're not going to be trying to turn or shift every 3 seconds. There we go. This is not track. Did you quit steering? Yeah. Drive straight, then I'll just do it myself. Yeah, you know, I mean, gearbox is cool and all, but every tractor I ever drove, you don't actually shift it. Put it in a gear and you go. Maybe if you're on the road, you double clutch it when you get up to speed and you slam it in a high gear. But you're not shifting it like a car. And you sure as heck don't downshift it. Unless you want to grind up the gears. You sit there and you say, alright, this is a third gear job. So I can go third gear at half throttle, and that's about the speed I need to be. Always going to need somebody to help him with his sunflowers. I happen to have a grain header, row crop header. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. It's because I typed that M really cannot stand drive control. Or the, we had a harvester that had a hydrostatic transmission. You just put it in forward. You just keep pushing the lever forward to go faster. When you reverse, you just pull the lever back into neutral, wait for it to stop, and then you pulled the lever back into reverse. Since this guy won't track a straight line, I'm just going to have to drive it. What are y'all doing tonight? You remember we actually planted this field in corn. Think. No, we didn't plant the field in corn. We cultivated it. That's what we did. Cultivated field 1. And then somebody else came by and planted field 1 in corn. We're here to fertilize it. Do you understand, DoughBoy, the auction? It's coming up.
Sorry, I realized that I didn't have push to talk, or I didn't push to talk yet. But yes, Farmer Klein, I understand auction. I'm going to actually get on that here shortly. Get on the other two.
Okay. Hey, Smoke. What's up? Or is it yeah, it's Smoke. It's, well, not really Smoke. It's something that, what is that? Smoke is spelled different. Although I've just been calling you Smoke. Some KE. Oh yeah, I can say, hey 4610, what's up? Sounds like a good idea there, cows. Whoa! Let's get the tractor up on two wheels, everybody. Alright. Shoot. Shoot your question. See if cows can answer it for you. What are we doing? We are stuck. How do you not want to? Why on earth are you got that on? Hey, man, what's up? Alright, yeah, you got Platinum Edition PC, okay. So you got the South American map. I guess you've got the Stara stuff. Gotta be real careful, we're gonna roll this darn thing turning. Alright. Spinning outward. Digging in. Our little narrow tires can't get any traction. Gotta go fill this thing up anyway. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Yes. Let's see if we can get some... Maybe if we get a running start. Just trying to get a shortcut back in here to get some more fertilizer. Oh, come on. There we are. Yippee. Oh, it's such an effort. Alright, see, you got platinum edition. Alright, there's gotta be more to the question than that.
Just about to start field 16 here.
Awesome, thank you.
So that's not fertilizer. It's fertilizer down here. Okay. To install it, all you got was the base game, not no. Maybe there's a maybe there was a second download, which was the update to Platinum. So you're saying you don't have the South American map as a choice? I don't know. How would, did you get it from Steam or did you get it from Giants directly? I mean, I would say reach out to wherever you bought it from, because I would guess that there would be a secondary download to get the other files. I mean, when I got it, the game, obviously, well, not obviously, but when I got the game, Platinum Edition didn't exist. So I got Platinum Edition as a DLC. Of course, it was separate and everything. Try to get to a decent speed that this guy can track at and not be all over the place. Hey Fabio, what's up? Well, I'll tell you, I think I'm going to do some sugarcane harvesting on Emerald Coast when I start that map up for realsies. But on Emerald Coast, the growth cycle of sugarcane is 1.5 years. So that is seriously a long-term crop. Oh, that's good to hear. Emerald Coast is in Florida. There may be an Emerald Coast that a part of the UK that identifies itself as the Emerald Coast, but there's also an area of Florida that identifies themselves that way. And the Emerald Coast map itself is a is got a Floridian geo, so it is very warm and very wet, which I would say is probably not typical with UK weather that I am aware of. In fact, we kind of joked together about the snow mask, in that it really isn't a snow mask, it's a rain mask. That's how I was identifying it with respect to the South American map. The news on Emerald Coast is, if you saw my stream the other day, yesterday, you'll know that there's progress being made on the Graze mod. I think you were in the stream. So the Graze mod is working. It may need to be tweaked a little bit. Real Logger, who is the author of that script, was going to watch my stream, and basically then we would be able to see if certain behaviors are expected, like the difference in how it acts with grass. You know, so what we learned was the mod fills the trough to 2/3 full for seasons play, or 80% full for non-seasons play. If you fill it beyond those two levels with grass, then the grass pasture will not get consumed until the trough level has been reduced to 2/3 or 80% respectively. If you put hay in the sheep trough, for example, that behavior doesn't happen. The trough level drops, as it should, but the grass level in the pasture also drops. So that seems to be an inconsistency in the behavior of the mod, almost to the point of being a hay penalty. You're almost penalized for using hay, but at the same time you need to use hay in the winter. So what that means kind of is that, are you being penalized when you come into spring and you still have some amount of hay in your grass trough? So that might need to be tweaked a little bit. A couple other things were weird. The way the way the pasture area looked with seasons, we didn't have consistent grass eating appearance. So without season, the whole pasture never really gets to full growth. It's always at like second stage growth visually. But with seasons, about 60% of the pasture was at full growth all the time, and 40% was at a lower growth level, making the weird patterns in the field or in the pasture. So that may or may not be right. But the short story of it is, if Real Logger is fine with how it's behaving, or doesn't have any real tweaks to it, then CCS 101 was looking to probably upload the map on Sunday of this weekend, maybe. It's just what I heard. So don't hold me to it, because you know it's up to Real Logger as to if he wants to make some adjustments to the script for before the maps release, because this is a premiere of this new functionality. But I would say there's no reason why it would be held up beyond that. So it should be a reality very soon as a form of public release. I'll mark this job done. Completed and awaiting payment. That should earn us $2,800. And while we're here, Field 3 needs fertilized. So we'll go ahead and spread solid fertilizer on Field 3. And it's not going to give us near as much money as Field 1 will, but it still needs to be done. The terrain on some of these fields is quite challenging. I mean, got this wheel turned pretty darn sharp, trying to keep a fairly straight line. Switch back here to chat so I can see what's going on. Oh. No, we're not using a weeder. The contract called for solid fertilizer, so that's what we're doing. Right now we're doing a job for the BGA down here, and the BGA was asking us to do solid fertilizer, so that's what we're going to do. Since the BGA is buying all the fertilizer, then we really don't care about that. I mean, I would have probably rather sprayed this. Personally, myself.
Hey guys, I got one member, Steve
back
Rogers fan. He is in my Twitch right now viewing and kind of getting the feel for Farm Sim, and asked if I could interact with the other people in here and say hi. He said hi to you also. Say hi to Steve Rogers fan.
Steve Rogers fan. Ooh.
Hello, Steve Rogers fan.
So, who's Steve Rogers? That he would have a fan.
Not quite sure.
If he enlightens you, I'd like to know.
I just asked him to explain it in chat, so we'll see what he says.
Oh no, we're stuck. Oh, Cal's over here says he just watched Steve Rogers, so he says not saying no more, but I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a. I guess it's not an opera singer.
Yeah, some tells me Cal's Go Moo is not an an opera fan.
Alright, so that should be that field, right? Let's check. Yep, I guess that's that field.
Boy, we're all gonna feel like big dummies right now. He just told me who Steve Rogers is. As soon as I tell you, you're all gonna be kicking yourselves in the keister. Steve Rogers is Captain America.
Did 3, right?
I'm more of a Tony Stark fan than a Steve Rogers.
What's that?
I'm more of a Tony Stark fan than a Steve Rogers fan.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to go back and fill up again, and I guess we'll do just one more field down here. Let some other folks fertilize. Would you believe I've not seen a single superhero movie?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, cows, you say Avengers, but that might as well say the M&M characters. Not really into that, those dudes. Never was a big comic book kid. Reason I'd rather do spray is we've got the big New Holland sprayer over there, but we didn't have a tractor that had narrow wheels, so they actually had to pick up a tractor with narrow wheels in order to be able to even do the BGA work, or to even do the spreading contract. Yeah. So let's see here. What other fields should we pick? Let's do field 5. We didn't do field 5. We'll do field 5. We haven't done anything with that one. Progress. Just over on the Google spreadsheet, putting down what I'm going to do. I just didn't know I watched a superhero movie. What are you talking about? The last 3 movies that I've went to have been in this order. Star, which was that nativity, that animal nativity movie. Peter Rabbit, and Sherlock Gnomes. Those are the last 3 movies I've gone to. This is that Avengers movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Kyle's was sure that I have seen one of these superhero movies. And I'm like, well, let me just tell you about the last 3 movies I went to. Most recent movie was Sherlock Gnomes. Quite a good movie. Second most recent movie was Peter Rabbit. Another very interesting movie.
I'm assuming family gets that one.
And then Star, which was the nativity movie with the animal's point of view in mind. Another very entertaining movie. So
Heard about that one.
So yeah, Kyle said that he thinks me and him have different movie watching tastes.
I don't know if it's so much about different tastes. I just think it's you tend to go to the movies more often than not with the youngins.
Yeah, I see the previews for some of the movies and I'm like, really want to spend money on that. But what is nice is just in town here that somebody opened up a $3 theater. $3 every show, all day, any day. They got fairly current run movies.
Nice.
So if they don't have Avengers, they'll probably have it like, I don't know, in a week or 2. So if you're the kind of person that's got to see it the first weekend, then you're probably not going to go there. But if you're somebody that'll watch it eventually, then you can just say, I'll just wait till it's in the $3 theater. Hey, T7 Blue Power, what's up? This is PC.
True that, heard that. Oh, I missed that text. What was that about sunflowers?
Roy was saying he needed somebody to harvest the sunflowers because he didn't have the right header. I was telling him that I could do it because that's all I planted was sunflowers and corn. Just going to go with the minimalistic equipment. I got a harvester with just that header. Oh, we're stuck again. Can't make it up the hill. And back up the hill. Let's do it this way. Tack across the hill. Then we'll come back around. Get that last little bit.
DoughBoy, do you know what you're going to be planting in field 16? Because it's got a nice big steep slope on it.
No, I haven't figured out just yet. 16, that's the one. Oh, that's one up on the hill. I think I'm doing either wheat or barley in that one for some straw. But I'm thinking, I wanted to ask Farmer Klein that if I plant canola now, or tomorrow when it's able to be planted, am I going to be able to harvest that this fall?
Planting season's over for
Canola opens up.
oh, that you'll be able to harvest it in next midsummer. It won't come harvestable this year. Doubt it. Try, but it might be. I mean, might be watching that field for a year.
Darn. Alright, that kind of messes up that plan.
Thing that's plantable now is grass, poplar, and oilseed. You can put poplar in and maybe make a fortune in winter. So I watched the
canola in both those fields harvested.
Watched the
next season put corn in 18 and either wheat or barley up there in 16.
I don't know if James or Roy have seen any other behavior, but I don't think anything planted this late would make it ready by winter. Since it's the second, it's technically, I guess, the second planting season of the year.
Yeah, nothing will grow until next year now.
Well, then I think I'm probably going to be planting oilseed radish in it to help my fertilizing rounds for next year.
Check fertilizer state. So I watched Incredibles. That's the
so will that be more plowing,
that's the animation
out for people then.
Captain Planet, nope. Power Rangers,
Not plowing, because you only got to
no.
plow every 3 times, right?
Wonder Woman, no. Guardians, no.
Yeah, don't you plow your oilseed radish in?
Iron Man, no. Thor, no.
Cultivated in.
Batman, well, if you count the 1960s Batman TV shows, yes.
I have
Superman.
I just don't have a plow.
If you count the original Superman with
Culti plow as well,
from the 80s movies, yeah. some of the older, more recent Spider-Mans.
Is that in game here, or is that what you use normally?
No, it's in game. It's part of the Coon DLC.
X-Men, not so much.
Oh, aren't I a dummy? I never knew that.
I didn't know it until Farmer Klein pointed it out.
That.
About that culty plough that you had on the Italia map.
Oh, the little Coon 4 meter one.
Yeah.
You can't create fields with it. Really nice plow with really low horsepower. Gotta figure out where I need a.
Yeah, you don't need anything like that to create a field anyway.
We're gonna fill up with some fuel here. And we're gonna need to claim our fuel costs. So you all aware of this movie pass thing? Seems to be the latest trend in people that go to lots of movies. Open items and fuel. This is me. Take my. Start it up. Let's go check out DoughBoy's farm. Let's see what kind of equipment he's got. Well, the wife wanted me to go watch Jumanji, but I really wasn't that interested in it. She said it was funny. I might watch it maybe sometime. So you were talking about Aiden leaving his lights on last night. There's this big John Deere over here with its strobes going.
Oops. Well, I guess it's a good thing I got a jump pack in there. I can jump start it, I guess.
Who's plowing over there? Roy's plowing over there. Oh, look, we got a big fermenter. I wonder whose farm is that? You heard of this new movie pass thing?
No.
Well, apparently, it's like a it's like a monthly service you pay for, like $10 a month, and apparently you get a credit card that you use when you go to a movie theater to pay for your movie, and the credit card is tied to this movie pass account. Apparently you can go to participating movie theaters, which apparently most of them participate, once a day and watch a movie for your $10 a month subscription. So apparently the catch is it's one movie a day and you can't watch the same movie twice. But if you went to a movie theater that had, let's say, 12 movies, you could go 12 days in a row and watch a different movie every day for free. Well, not for free, but for $10.
What? What's the catch?
That's the catch. You can only go to one movie one time.
Well, I don't know about you, but how often do you go into a movie theater and watch the same movie multiple times?
Me? Never. Other people, maybe, apparently a lot. I guess it depends on how old you are. Of course, you know, if you buy your refreshments, that's of course at full price.
Simulator Addict says Star Wars Phantom Menace 3 times in the same weekend.
Well, see, there you go.
I'd have to look into that a little bit. Something don't seem right.
Man, Roy, it's a good thing you're not getting paid by the hour with that plow. Be a millionaire. If Roy's watching, I have to type this to him. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, Farmer Farm. Roy can hear you. He's watching the stream. He can hear you. But he's not in voice to talk back.
Let's see here. Who's over on? That's DoughBoy's over there. Roy's there. Let's go check out James. Apparently, he's working on field 16. Well, cows, but if it only costs you $3 or $10 a month, you got with your with your $11 price, that's one movie. After you go see one movie, then every other movie that month is free. In essence. So then the only cost is, you know, the time of your day. This field 16's the other way. Now, I was talking earlier about the $3 theater that opened up here. Every day, every showing's $3. Most movies they show is like 4 or 5 airings a day. Let me read you what the movies they've got out right now. So right now they have Tomb Raider, Black Panther, Wrinkle in Time, Isle of Dogs, The Miracle Season, Truth or Dare, and Sherlock Gnomes.
Farmer
It's
Client,
still
do we
there.
need to come and have a look at that 3-point hitch on that T9 to see if you've bent it or not yet?
What's that?
Do we need to have a look at that T9 to see if you've bent the pickup hitch on it yet or not?
I didn't use the T9 today.
Alright then, do we need to have a look at the T6 then?
You can check it out. I don't know what happened to that hitch on the T9.
I used it the day after and it was perfectly fine, so you must have got it mended.
I banged it with a big hammer.
After you were blaming everyone.
Rob, it's another one of those superhero movies.
Haven't you realized yet Farmer Client always blames everyone else?
Well, he tried to blame Roy and then someone in his stream tried to blame Sean.
He does that about as well as he talks people into doing things. Like he talked me into joining this.
Yeah, this is how I talked to you. I sent you a message and said, hey, you know, we got an opening on the Valley Old Farm for this economy thing. Are you interested? Then you're like, okay.
Sounds like you talked me into it, doesn't it?
I still need to go check out Roy or James. Let's cut across here. Another thing, Rob, is most of the movies I'm going to now, I'm taking my kid with me. Taking the youngest or the, I guess our oldest would be old enough. She might enjoy Black Panther. Yeah, you see, I've seen the previews for that movie, and I'm just not digging it. I'm just thinking I'm just having this feeling that don't mess with my original Star Wars characters. Just leave them be. You can create new Star Wars characters, and I'm cool watching them. But just leave my original Star Wars characters be. Yeah, I like the last few Star Wars movies, the newer ones. I was fine with those. They were pretty cool. But I don't know. I just wasn't digging the character.
Watch me go into river.
I'm trying to keep out of myself.
I've been teetering a few times.
Uh-oh, are you going swimming, Farmer Client?
No, I'm just over here checking out Field 16. You know there's a river right next to it? With a sheer bank.
Yeah. That's why Rubber Burner's not here.
I did a couple contracts for the PGA, and I thought I would just go around and see what everybody was doing. I mean, they do at the farm, so everything grows.
I got plenty of stuff to do. just so leery about paying people to do it for me right now because of missing the growing season. I don't have I'm limited on funds that I can make.
Oh wow! Look, check out this. Check out this tree.
But that's why I'm
Oh.
buying a harvester and a forage harvester, because harvest season will be coming up for all y'all that planted stuff. So you may come into a bind where you need somebody to do some harvesting.
Hey Darren, what's up? Yeah, well it goes both ways. There's going to be times where you have work to hire out, and there's going to be times others have work to hire out. When you got your beet field, you don't have a beet harvester. I don't know if anybody on the map has one.
No, no one's got one yet.
Nah, I think I'm gonna be leasing one.
See if anybody else has beets. $17. Who has potatoes? Nobody owns. You're the only guy on the map that has any root crop. Doesn't look like anybody that owns a field has potatoes. No one else has sugar beets. Well, got a fixed price for sugar beets for the pigs. So you could sell sugar beets to the pig farm at that fixed price. Or you could hold on to them and sell them if you get a higher price at the store. Good. No one else has a harvester, so it's not like you could contract out the harvesting of the field, but it would still be your crop. So you would pay someone to harvest it, but you still have a crop. No one else has one. That's the investment you go into beets.
Yeah, I don't know about making the investment in the harvester, at least not yet, because I can lease one for one field.
True. See how big is the field? Remember the field number you got that has beets in it?
Number 17.
0.98 hectares. It's almost one. Pull up my Google Drive. So I have yield rates.
Field 16's finished ploughing.
My spreadsheet.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Crop yields.
Joe Parenti has just
Sugar
asked in
beets,
my YouTube stream, says
62.
you guys didn't want to play the edit.
62.5.
A lot of fun CCM with multi-fruit and hose system, and they say it can't be done. Laughs out loud.
62.5. Let's go back. And
So apparently there's an edit to this map.
62. Yeah, I think somebody edited it. Says it sanctioned edit. It's one of the 60.
Oh, gotcha.
It's 200. Oh, that's not right. 62. No way. So according to my spreadsheet, your 1 hectare field of sugar beets should yield almost 62,500 liters of sugar beets.
What was that, Farmer Klein? Sorry, I was chatting.
Your sugar beet field should yield, well, if it's plowed in 3 stages, but it won't be, I guess, 62.5 of sugar beets, over 62,000 liters. So, use that guesstimated yield to estimate out what your revenue would be off of that size of a field, and then offset your cost to lease.
120,000.
Then you've got your cost to lease equipment. There's your profit. I can fertilize my grass fields. Fertilizer. Got seed here. Do I not have fertilizer? What's in there? Is that seed in there? We need to do some, we need to go get some fertilizer. You know that? Alright, let's use this. You all use this bag lifter? Get back to chat. What's going on? According to what I was reading, it was assuming, I thought it was assuming plowed and fertilized. I mean, I've got a link to the original information in there. I was pretty sure that it said it was plowed and fertilized. We'll cross-reference it with the yields I get off of my fields. So I've got I didn't think I would. I've got my fields are plowed and fertilized. And I can cross-reference it with what I get off of those for sunflowers and corn. I'd say the lifter works a lot better when you got two bags close together. Yeah, that was the map border, I guess. Let's go in cab and try a little of this action. Look at that. Let's see if we can get this other bag. Probably knock over our grill. Oh, we missed it. Got two bags. There we go. That was a lot better. Let's see if that holds on there.
I almost had to call in the wrecker service.
I don't know what the fixed rate is on wreckers.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I got the mother of all mothers of groundhog holes in the middle of that grass field. Two-wheel drive tractor got stuck. What you hauling, James?
10,000 litres of milk.
10-4. Making the money.
Yeah, just over £3,000 for 10,000 litres.
Alright, let's go to the shop and buy ourselves some fertilizer. Because we're cheap and we're not going to get the, we could go down here at the fill point. I think those are fill points down there at the, at that sell point, but we're cheap. Well, I don't know why you didn't use the thumbnail I gave you. I thought it was perfectly fine for the map.
Because I don't own your tractor and it's not my logo.
I told you it was a little self-centered.
A little, a lot. I'm digging this little Massey.
It's the one where you can make the wheels wider or narrower.
Oh, you can? Where you do that at?
I don't know where. Just pretty sure I saw Landy Kid do it.
I think you use the mouse button. We weren't going to tell him. We're going to let him figure it out.
Figured it out, and yep, that's what it is. That is cool.
Alright, let's buy us up some pallets. Bags. 2. Whoa! Where'd that come from? It's the wrong app. Alright.
Okay, what's decent for?
I think I've got enough junk in the trunk to pick up 2 of these. Oh, it's a little light in the back. What's up? There we go.
Oh, that's that big bag lifter. That thing's neat.
Yeah, it works real good.
Same as pallet forks, though, right?
It's a little wider, so you can actually hold 2 bags side by side without any issue. There we go. Oh, I didn't want to back up.
I wonder if how you move those wheels in and out. I wonder if that affects the like care wheels.
I hear you. Stuck there. Oh, here we go. Oh, was that a great demand for hay and straw, or was it just hay pellets?
It was just for hay.
Right? Another serving of pork chops. What's that? Or is Rob needing another serving of pork chops? Oh, okay. Or junk in the trunk, you mean? So what we need the fertilizer for is we need to fertilize our grass fields. James came in while we were off working on some other projects and was took our grass for us. We made a deal with him to pay us $25 per 1,000 liters of hay he pulled off of the field, 2 fields. And I think he pulled like 40,000 liters off of one field and like 30-some thousand liters off the other field. So he paid us our money the other day. And the deal was that I would fertilize them to 3 stages, and he could come and take the hay off of it whenever he wanted to. So we need to get these this grass fertilized again before it goes to another growth stage. Will they not connect? You're saying like the horse cultivators won't connect?
The great demand for hay is 0. Great demand price is 0.
Jump right on selling them my hay, huh?
Yep.
Go switch these around. I don't know why they can't pull it. Why won't you let me connect? That is an Abbott. I'll go look at it. Why are you not letting me hook up to you? There we are. That is an Abbott Bag Lifter. It's over at FSUK. It's It's got these little hooks, like I guess you could put a strap on there and on there to hold your bag on. They just fit right through these loops, and they're spaced out wider than forks are. See, forks would be a little bit narrower, and it's kind of hard to grab two side by side. There's also over at FS UK some other bags that are kind of designed to work with it better than these. Add some weight. And let's get to fertilizing our grass fields.
Anybody need grass?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
See, we got our sunflower field there, and we got another sunflower field right there. And we've got our two corn fields. The bank.
I may need some silage later on in the year, though.
The bank owns a.
No, that's what I'm working on right now. Just put it in my fermenting silo, and I'm also gonna have silage bales eventually too.
The bank owns the pig farm, and there's now a contract. Contracts out for the pig farm to supply them with feed, and I'm going to basically supply the pig farm with their corn.
Sell your silage bills for per bale.
So.
Oh, I thought the prices were already set. I don't know.
Let's see.
No, this is for the cows, not for the pigs.
So the pigs are willing to.
No idea.
Pigs are willing to pay me. $350 per 1,000 liters of
Guess
corn.
I gotta do some research.
Uh-oh. That. So I'm going to sell them all my corn for $350 because I'm pretty sure corn. Oh, I could get it for $500. I could get it for more. But part of it is that we're going to be, helping each other out. Now, I am going to sell the sunflowers to market.
If you buy those silage bales out of the store, out of the pallets, it works out about £500 a bale.
And I guess I'll figure it out because I'll have to do it a little cheaper than that. I'll figure out a price for loose, and I'll figure out a price for baled.
I was gonna say if you try to sell wrapped bales at the BGA, you're only going to get like a couple $100. Let's do that. Just a little bit here. This should get this grass up to a second stage fertilization. we'll be able to get the rest of this field. This way. Hey Riley, what's up? This has turned into the fertilization episode. Let's just look and see where we are. We're on, I guess, our second stage. Oh, we gotta fertilize our corn. Crud. Let's see if is this grown too much. Or are we gonna destroy any of it? Let's try it. Oh, sweet. Time to drive through our cornfield. This over here. Our corn up to 3 stages. Oh. I have my wheel turned sideways. Go. So I've got a pretty nice sized field of corn here. Now I'll tell you what we did with the corn, with the field auctions here once we get turned around. Got 1, 2. Got 8 fields available for purchase come the first day of autumn. We have to have the amount of money in the bank to buy our fields on the first day of autumn, or we forfeit our bid. We also have to pay not only full price for the field, we have to pay whatever we bid in addition to that. So for example, I bid $10,000 on field 36. You'll see field 36 is just above field 27, which is right beside our farm. Now field 36 is only 0.58 hectares. It's just under $47,000. So my bid would have been, I would be paying $53,000 for that little field. I picked it because it was close to my other fields. Pretty much that was the only reason why I picked it. But we also have fields 8, which is down by the BGA, just below field 1 and 7. That we could purchase. Now that is planted in grass. Field 11, which is also over by the BGA, beside field 10. That one's a bit bigger. That's 5.87 hectares, but Roy has a bid on that of $5,000. So I could go in there and I could say, all right, Roy, go ahead and just go on. I could say, okay, Roy, I want that field too, but I'm willing to pay $10,000. And then Roy would have to decide, that field price is $575,000. Roy would have to decide, is that field worth more than $575,000 because I'm going to pay $475 and $10,000 on top of that. If he doesn't think it's worth it, then I get it, because I've got almost $1.4 million. If he does think it's worth it, then he may bump the bid up to $15,000. Get in a little bit of a bidding war. Field 54, also available. Field 54 is just below 53, which is just below where DoughBoy is. It's a little old field. It's about the same size as Field 36, actually. And James has put a bid on of $10,000 on that field. But I'm not really interested in that field. It's not really anywhere as close to where I want to be farming. Field 64 is on the right side of the map down there by 92. You basically go straight south of where I am, find 64. I am a bit interested in that field. Hey Darren, thanks for the sub. I'm interested in that field because, one, it's 2.43 hectares, so it's not too bad in size. It's almost $200,000, and it's fairly flat, so it's not going to be overly difficult to farm with MR. We have Field 75, which is a big rectangle field at the bottom of the map. It is 5.78. No, it's field's 5.52 hectares. It's 447,000. That one is totally flat. That one kind of interests me too, but it's a long ways away from my farm. To be hauling my harvester down there is going to take a long time. It's kind of a detriment to that field. Then we have Field 86. 86 is a big grass field just below the pig farm. I'm not really into that one. Then the last field is Field 69. 69 is down at the bottom of the map, just to the right of Field 75. And that field is fairly nice sized. 5.78 hectares. But it's not flat at all. It is really hilly. So I'm not really into Field 69 either. So I think I'm going to put a bid in for Field 64. If we win that one and we win Field 36, that's going to bring us up to 8 fields. Still thinking about maintaining our strategy of just planting in limited crops. See how that goes. Field 64 is $196,000. So if I put a bid of, let's say, $10,000 in on that, that's $206,000 I would need to pay for that field. So that would knock my total down to $1.1 million. Then I would need $56,000 for Field 36. So I would still have $1 million easy after all that. Cows doesn't want to know what you're doing with your cat, Rob. That's personal information. All right. We have just a little bit of fertilizer left. Be able to top this off when we finish to get rid of that bag. So this map had crop destruction turned on, but it was taken out because we had a lot of problems with lag over on the Italia map, and we were having some issues with crop destruction when the map would lag out on us, and next thing you know, we would come in and we would be in the middle of a field somewhere. So it was requested that it get turned off simply because it was really affecting gameplay. They're really being overly worried about damaging somebody's crop as a result of the map lagging out on us. Does everybody got any exciting weekend plans? We've got graduation at the college I work at, and our oldest is off to a band trip at a amusement park tomorrow. And at the same time, we got like near 90% chance of rain. But overall, it's not going to be that great of a day to have a graduation that is going to be outside. Is Zaltan a team? Zaltan. Oh, cows like a boat throttle, or a boating game like Bass Fisherman, where you have to drive a bass boat out into a lake. Canal simulator. Now, did you see Eustace's video today on bus sim? I don't know if I'd be getting into driving a bus around and picking up people. Doesn't sound exciting at all. Right? Everything is 3. These two are at 2, but we gotta wait till a growth stage on those.
We got a birthday in the house, guys.
Is this Simulator Addict?
Yep. Delta Bravo said Simulator Addict's birthday girl.
That's what happens in Delta Bravo's channel. Discovers it's your birthday. Get renamed. Your birthday girl.
Well, he missed my birthday.
That's an interesting strap. Let's get rid of that one. Alright, so we're gonna just park our tractor. We're gonna call it quits for the night. Oh, I want to thank you. We got an eternal mud puddle. You know what? We should clean off our stuff. There we are. It flew by when your cat's having fun down by your pedals, huh? Tell you what, we need to wash that culti plow too.
That's me done for the night. I'm gonna go to bed.
What's that?
That's me done for the night. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right,
Good night,
James.
buddy.
I'm about to soon follow you.
Yeah, I've got to get up in about 4 hours to go to work.
Ouch.
That's some dedication there.
Wait, it's been some fun.
Alright, let's clean our culti plow up. Been wanting to clean this up every time I've been in here. There we are. And our wheels are all dirty again. Get them cleaned back off. Alright. Let's try not to get all muddy by putting our culti plow back. Alright. I'll park everything there.
Can we get weights for the front of that little Massey? Or do we have to get the tractor that way?
Pack. You have an MF 300? Yeah, I think there's a weight pack. It's under weights. It's a box of weights. Alright guys, so I'm going to head out for the night. Thanks for you watching. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to be on Germantown. I got to finish planting corn over there. Then once we do that, we'll have all our corn planted, and we will be pretty much just in a holding pattern waiting on crops to grow. I can make a point. Drop it. Oh, I missed. Alright. Well, until next time, guys. Happy farming.